Today is an impromptu visit to Mount Nebo. Mount Nebo is a Franciscan friary and it's going to be 5 JD to get in unless they've put the price up in the last 6 months. And this is the site where Moses was supposedly came to, saw the Holy Land and promptly died. Let's go and have a look at Mount Nebo. So with this site being a Franciscan priory, it does not include in the Jordan Pass, and it costs 3 JD, not 5 JD. Let's go and have a look at the beautiful church. An Abu Baid, a movable door that people would put in front of a doorway of a fortified building or in front of a grave. Here we stand on one of the most iconic and spiritual places in Jordan, Mount Nebo. This windswept hilltop, just 110 metres above sea level, might not look very much at first glance, but it holds layers of meaning that go far beyond the panoramic views. Towering majestically over the panorama is the bronze serpent cross, officially known as the Brazen Serpent Monument. This striking sculpture by Italian artist Giovanni Fontoni blends two powerful biblical symbols. The serpent on the pole from Numbers 21, where Moses lifts up a bronze serpent to heal the Israelites from snake bites, and the cross of Jesus, the Christian reference to salvation. According to the Hebrew Bible, this is the very mountain where Moses stood and gazed upon the promised land after leading the Israelites through the wilderness for 40 years. God allowed Moses to see the land of Canaan from afar, but he did never enter it. From Deuteronomy 34, 1-4, and the Lord showed him all the land. And the Lord said unto him, This is the land which I swore to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It's said that Moses died here on Mount Nebo and was buried in an unknown location. Adding to this mountain's mystique, the story gives this site a huge significance to Judaism. Fast forward a few centuries, and Mount Nebo has become a sacred destination for Christian pilgrims. By the 4th century AD, monks had built a small church here to honour the place of Moses' death. Over time, it evolved into a Byzantine basilica, which has been beautifully preserved and partially restored. What's really amazing is the mosaic floor, which dates back to 531 AD. Just take a moment to look at the details, the hunting scenes, animals, and geometric designs. It's incredibly intricate. These mosaics rival anything you'll see in Madaba. You will also find references to early Franciscan work. They've been the custodians of this site since 1932, and their careful restoration efforts helped bring this place back to life. As an active Franciscan monastery, monks live here and tend the grounds to preserve the legacy of Moses. This olive tree was gifted by Pope John Paul II during his visit in 2000, which drew global attention to Mount Nebo. Mount Nebo is not just sacred to Jews and Christians. In Islam, Moses, Musa in Arabic, is one of the greatest prophets. While the Islamic tradition doesn't place his death specifically here, Mount Nebo is still respected as a site of the prophetic memory. On a clear day, it is said that you can see across the Jordan Valley to Jericho, the Dead Sea, and the Mount of Olives in Jerusalem. If you let your imagination run free, you can imagine standing here thousands of years ago, seeing the land so close, yet just out of reach. You don't actually have to be religious to feel the weight of this place. It can be quite emotional looking over the Jordan Valley. Mount Nebo is a very easy visit from the town of Madaba. You can do it as a day trip from Amman. You can link several different sites into your visit here in Jordan, and a day trip, Madaba, Mount Nebo, and even Kawa. Looking at the small museum, it is still a very peaceful and quiet place for reflection for anybody from any of the Abrahamic religions. Entry is not available with the Jordan Pass, but entry is 3 JD at the time of filming. It is open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m, but always check for public holidays. Always wear comfortable shoes, even though the surface of the area is quite smooth. Bring water and sunscreen because it can be quite windy. And give yourself some time. Don't rush through this magical place. Mount Nebo is a space for quiet reflection with the silence and the sky. Standing on Mount Nebo is not just about history, it is about hope, about promises, and about letting go and seeing the bigger picture. Whether you believe that Moses really stood here or just love the symbolism, Mount Nebo reminds us of the journey that we all take and the views that make it worth it. Thank you for taking this little walk with me to Mount Nebo. Give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. Tell me what part of the world you would really love to explore. Jordan is always open and is ready to welcome you. You can always subscribe to all of my channels, Exploring Jordan with Jules, Jules Cruise Companion, or Retire at 60. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, keep your eyes on the horizon. See you soon. If you like my content, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, put on the bell notification for when I upload new videos. Jules retires at 60. Come along with me for the adventure.